Route 66, the Mother Road, the star of postcards, country songs, and Chevy commercials. The road that promised freedom, romance, and adventure, basically the Tinder profile of America. And yet, America killed it. Straight up ghosted it. Like, one day you're the most iconic highway in the world, the next day you're replaced by something younger, faster, more convenient. So why did America abandon Route 66? The official story is simple. We needed bigger, faster highways. But the real story, it's juicier, it's political, it's economic, and it reveals something deeply American. We don't just build dreams, we outgrow them and then bulldoze them. Today, we're going to unpack how Route 66 went from Mother Road to Orth and Relic. And trust me, the ending is better than the beginning. Part 1. The birth of Route 66, America's Tinder swipe right. Let's rewind to the 1920s. America is booming. Cars are everywhere, but the roads, they're garbage. Mud, gravel, random local routes that may or may not connect you to your destination. Enter Route 66. Completed in 1926, it was marketed as the Main Street of America. Connecting Chicago to Los Angeles, it ran 2,448 miles across 8 states. Suddenly, farmers, salesmen, migrants, and families had one continuous road to chase opportunity or just escape. Dust Bowl refugees used it to flee west. World War II convoys rolled down it. Post-war families cruised it in giant Buicks, buying burgers at roadside diners. It was freedom in asphalt form. In short, Route 66 became more than a road. It was a stage where America acted out its optimism. Part 2. The Interstate Dream, bigger, faster, shinier. Now here's where the knife comes in. In 1956, President Eisenhower, fresh off his admiration for Germany's Autobahn, signed the Federal Aid Highway Act. This created the Interstate Highway System, 41,000 miles of smooth, 4-lane, limited-access highways. Compared to Route 66's stoplights, narrow lanes, and small-town traffic, the interstates were basically luxury. No stop signs, no speed limits worth mentioning, no waiting behind Farmer Joe's tractor. Just pure, uninterrupted speed. And Americans ate it up. Why crawl through dozens of towns when you could fly down I-40? Why stop for a Coke at a mom-and-pop diner when McDonald's off the exit ramp is faster? Common belief, Route 66 just died naturally because progress demanded better roads. But here's the flip: Route 66 wasn't killed by progress alone. It was executed. Part 3. The political hit job. Let's talk about how Route 66 got buried. The Interstate Act was sold as a military necessity, defense highways in case of war. But in practice, it was also the greatest real estate and construction windfall in US history. Big construction firms, jackpot. Suburban developers, jackpot. Oil companies and car manufacturers, jackpot. Small diners and motels along Route 66, not so much. Highways were deliberately routed to bypass small towns. Lobbying power mattered more than tradition. Cities fought to get an interstate exit. If you didn't, you were toast. One reroute, and suddenly your once bustling town was a ghost town. This wasn't natural decline. It was government policy, greased with corporate interests. Part 4. Ghost town fallout. By the 1970s, most of Route 66 had been replaced by interstates. The last nail in the coffin came in 1985, when the road was officially decommissioned. Think about that. The most famous road in America wasn't just neglected, it was legally erased from the system. And the fallout? Brutal. Whole towns shriveled. Businesses shuttered. Neon signs went dark. Imagine your entire livelihood depending on passing cars, and then one day, they stopped coming. Some towns fought back, turning into kitschy Route 66 attractions. But many just died. The road that once represented opportunity ended up leaving behind ghost towns as a reminder of how disposable things become in America. Part 5. Nostalgia. Route 66 as America's ghost. Now here's the kicker. Even though Route 66 was abandoned, it never really died. Hollywood, tourism, and nostalgia brought it back as a cultural zombie. Think about it: songs like Get Your Kicks on Route 66, movies like Cars, and endless tourist selfies at resty gas stations. Route 66 is now more famous as a rerun than it was as a living road. That's America in a nutshell. We bury things fast, but we resurrect them faster if they can sell t-shirts. Part 6. The real reason Route 66 was abandoned. So here's the truth. Route 66 wasn't abandoned because it failed, it was abandoned because America changed. We stopped valuing slow journeys and small-town connections. We prioritized efficiency, speed, and standardization. Route 66 symbolized adventure. Interstates symbolized control. And America chose control. Part 7. America's pattern of abandonment. Route 66's story isn't just about a road. It's about America's cycle. Build something iconic, hype it up, then abandon it for the next big thing. Railroads, Route 66, shopping malls, even social media platforms, we hype them, milk them, and dump them. But here's the irony, Route 66 is now immortal. Not as a highway, but as a symbol. A ghost that still haunts the American imagination, whispering, remember when the journey mattered more than the destination. So yeah, Route 66 was abandoned. But in a way, that made it eternal. And hey, before you click away to your next shiny distraction, smash that subscribe button. Stick around. Because if America can abandon its most famous road, imagine what else it's willing to leave behind.